The magic and demonology of Babylon and Assyria have a rich and complex history that spans thousands of years. These ancient Mesopotamian civilizations believed in the existence of various supernatural entities, including gods, demons, and spirits. Magic and demonology played an essential role in their religious, cultural, and everyday life. Here are some key details about magic and demonology in Babylon and Assyria. Babylon and Assyria were polytheistic societies, meaning they worshipped multiple gods and goddesses. These deities had specific roles and attributes, and they were often invoked in magical rituals and spells. The gods were believed to possess supernatural powers and could aid or hinder humans. Magical practices in Babylon and Assyria involved the recitation of incantations and spells. These were typically written in cuneiform on clay tablets and were used to invoke divine powers or ward off evil spirits. Some of the most famous magical texts from this region include the Enuma Elish and the Eridu Genesis. Demonology was a significant aspect of Babylonian and Assyrian magic. These civilizations believed in malevolent demons that could cause harm or illness. Exorcism rituals were performed to remove these demons from individuals suffering from afflictions. Priests, known as exorcists, had specific knowledge of exorcism techniques. Amulets and talismans were commonly used for protection against evil forces. These objects were inscribed with magical symbols, words, or images and worn as jewelry or carried as charms. They were believed to have the power to ward off demons and bring good fortune. The roots of science. In the 6th century BC, Nebuchadnezzar, the Chaldean king of Babylon, Babil, conquered Judah, the Jews, Bani Israel, and put them into exile. When these Jews came to Babylon, in addition to the magic they had learned from the devils, they also learned of the magic at Babil, part of which came to the people through the angels Harut and Maru. Babil was a center of occult science, and it was the place of the Chaldeans, who were star and planet worshippers. Whilst in captivity in Babylon, Jewish priests, after looking into and studying the mystery religion of those Babylonians, developed their own sophisticated form of occultism. Babylonian origin are encountered in almost every work on the subject. Frequent allusions are also made to the wise men and necromancers of Babylon, and to the stargazers of Chaldea. The conclusion is irresistible that ceremonial magic, as practiced in the Middle Ages, owed much to that of Babylon. Our information regarding Chaldean magic is much more complete than that which we possess concerning the magic of ancient Egypt. Hundreds of spells, incantations, and omen inscriptions have been recovered, and these not only enlighten us regarding the class of priests who practiced magic, but they tell us of the several varieties of demons, ghosts, and evil spirits. They minutely describe the Babylonian witch and wizard, and they picture for us many magical ceremonies, besides informing us of the names of scores of plants and flowers possessing magical properties, of magical substances, jewels, amulets, and the like. Also they speak of foretelling or the divination of the future, of the drawing of magical circles, of the exorcism of evil spirits, and the casting out of demons. In Babylonian magical records we have by far the most complete picture of the magic of the ancient world. It is a wondrous story that is told by those bricks and cylinders of stamped clay, the story of civilized man's first gropings for light. For in these venerable writings we must recognize the first attempts at scientific elucidation of the forces by which man is surrounded. Science, like religion, has its roots deep in magic. The primitive man believes implicitly in the efficacy of magical ritual. What it brings about once it can bring about again if the proper conditions be present and recognized. Thus it possesses for the barbarian as much of the element of certainty as the scientific process does for the chemist or the electrician. Given certain causes, certain effects must follow. Surely, then, in the barbarous mind, magic is pseudoscientific, of the nature of science. There appears a deeper gloom, a more ominous spirit of the ancient and the obscure in the magic of old Mesopotamia than in that of any other land. Its mighty sanctuaries, its sky-aspiring towers, seem founded upon this belief in the efficacy of the spoken spell, the reiterated invocation. Thousands of spirits, various and grotesque, the parents of the ghosts and goblins of a later day, haunt the purlieus of the temple, battening upon the remains of sacrifice, the leavings of the gorged gods, flit through the night-bound streets, and disturb the rest of the dwellers in houses. Demons with claw and talon, vampires, ghouls, all are there. Spirits blessed and unblessed, jinn, witch hags, lemures, sorrowing unburied ghosts. No type of supernatural being appears to have been unknown to the imaginative Semites of old Chaldea. These must all be laid, exorcised, or placated, and it is not to be marveled at that in such circumstances the trade of the necromancer flourished exceedingly. The witch or wizard, however, the unprofessional and detached practitioner with no priestly status, must beware. He or she was regarded with suspicion, and if one fell sick of a strange wasting or a disease to which he could not attach a name, the nearest sorcerer, male or female, real or imaginary, was in all probability brought to book. The magical and demonological traditions of Babylon and Assyria had a significant influence on later cultures, including the Hellenistic world and, through it, Western esoteric traditions. Many of the concepts and practices from Mesopotamian magic and demonology can be traced in the magical traditions of the ancient Greeks and Romans. These are just some of the key aspects of the magic and demonology of Babylon and Assyria. The belief in supernatural forces and the practice of magic were deeply ingrained in the religious and cultural fabric of these ancient civilizations. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know your opinions on this subject. Thank you for watching.